In this video, we'll be going over a break-even analysis problem with a different capacity percentage. The problem states that a manufacturer of precision castings has the capacity to produce 1 million castings per year. Each sells for $15. The variable cost per unit to produce the casting is $9 per casting, and annual fixed costs for the plant are $3,500,000. Part A. If the plant is currently operating at 50% of capacity, how much profit or loss is being earned? B. What percent of production capacity is required for break-even? So for part A, since the plant is operating at 50% of the capacity, we'll multiply 1 million units by 50% to get 500,000 units. And from here, we can calculate the revenue, variable cost, and annual fixed cost, which you'll multiply $15, which is the sales price for each unit, by the number of units to get $7,500,000. The variable cost, which is $9 per unit, and multiply that by 500,000 units to get $4,500,000. And given the annual fixed cost of $3,500,000. So looking at the break-even analysis graph right here, the orange line represents revenue and the blue line represents the total cost, which is the total of variable cost and annual fixed cost. And where the two lines intersect is the break-even value. And so now we can calculate the profit or loss by subtracting variable cost and annual fixed cost from revenue, which we get a loss of $500,000. And so for part B, it's asking what percent of production capacity is required for break-even. And the first thing you want to do is to let X be the production capacity required for break-even, and then set the annual worth equation to 0, which you get an annual fixed cost of $3,500,000. Subtract that with $9 for variable cost, multiply that by number of units, and then add up $15, which is the sales price per unit, and set it to 0. And from here you can divide $3,500,000 by 6 to get about $583,000 or units. And to get the percent of production capacity, you'll divide that by 1 million units and multiply it by 100 to get 58.33%. And that is how you calculate and solve a break-even analysis problem with a different capacity percentage.